If you've been thinking about starting an Etsy shop, or you've tried and struggled, this video is your blueprint. I'll show you step by step how I built a profitable Etsy shop that earns me $5,000 a week, and I'll break down every single thing you need to do to get results. This isn't about luck or guessing, it's about strategy, and today I'm handing you mine. I've also linked all helpful tools and resources in the description, so check those out to help you on your Etsy journey. So a few years ago, I was like most people, scrolling through success stories, wondering if I could make it work for myself. I knew I wanted to start an online business, but I had no idea where to begin. I saw Etsy shops making six figures selling simple products, and I thought, if they can do it, why can't I? But what I quickly learned is that success on Etsy isn't about selling what you like. It's about selling what people are already searching for. The key is choosing the right niche, validating demand, and positioning yourself correctly from day one. That's exactly where we're starting. Step 1. Pick a strong niche. Finding the right niche is the difference between making sales and wasting time. A niche isn't just a product category, it's a specific market of buyers with clear wants and needs. Too many people get this wrong because they either pick something too broad like jewelry or something so obscure that barely anyone is looking for it. The goal is to find a balance, a niche that has demand but isn't completely oversaturated. The best way to do this is with data, not guesswork. I use a tool called eRank, which lets you see the top selling products on Etsy and what keywords shoppers are using. This tells you exactly what's in demand. For example, if I'm interested in selling home decor, I'll type wall art into eRank and see which specific types are trending. Maybe I notice that minimalist line art is getting a lot of sales. Instead of just thinking, cool, I'll sell that, I dig deeper. I look at the top selling shops in that niche and check how long they've been around. If I see that a shop opened in the last year and is already making thousands of sales, that's a great sign, because it means new sellers still have a chance to break into that market. Once I identify a potential niche, I don't just jump in, I analyze it carefully because not every trending product is worth selling. This is where pros and cons come in. I always write out a quick breakdown for each niche I'm considering. I ask myself, who is my target audience? Do I actually enjoy this niche enough to stick with it? What are the costs of starting? What's my competition like? For example, if I were thinking about selling personalized necklaces, I'd look at whether people are willing to pay premium prices, how long it takes to create each order, and whether I can realistically fulfill a high number of sales. If a niche requires too much work for too little return, I cross it off my list. Step 2. Decide on a selling model. Etsy has 4 main business models, and the one you pick determines how much work and investment goes into your shop. The first option is print on demand, where a third-party company prints and ships your designs on products like mugs, shirts, and posters. The second is digital downloads, where you sell printable files like planners or artwork. The third is completely handmade, where you make and ship products yourself. The fourth is handmade with a production partner, meaning you design the product but have someone else manufacture it. I chose the production partner model because it allowed me to scale faster. I was still in control of the design, but I didn't have to physically make every item myself. If you go this route, you can find manufacturers on sites like Alibaba, but you need to be careful. Always order samples first and make sure the quality meets Etsy's handmade policy. Whatever model you choose, the key is making sure it fits your lifestyle and financial goals. Step 3. Create irresistible product listings. Your listings need to be optimized for Etsy's search engine, because if people can't find your products, they can't buy them. The first thing I optimize is the title. Etsy's algorithm relies heavily on keywords, so I use eRank to find the best ones and then use ChatGPT to generate a title under 140 characters that naturally includes them. Images are just as important. Etsy allows 10 photos per listing, and I use every single slot. I make sure the main image is eye-catching because it's the first thing buyers see. If my product is a personalized necklace, I'll zoom in to highlight the engraving and make sure the background is clean. I avoid adding unnecessary props that could confuse buyers. For even better results, I A/B test my main image by swapping it out every few weeks and tracking which version gets more clicks. The description is another important piece. Instead of just listing features, I write as if I'm talking to a real person. I explain what makes the product special, how it's used, and why it's a great choice. I also answer common questions up front to reduce the chances of getting messages from confused buyers. Personalization options, variations, and shipping details are all clearly outlined. Step 4. Keep your branding and value proposition consistent. Branding is what makes your shop look professional and trustworthy. It's not just about having a nice logo, it's about creating a cohesive experience for your customers. I keep my shop's colors, fonts, and overall style consistent so buyers instantly recognize my brand. If my niche is elegant jewelry, my branding reflects that, with soft colors and refined typography. If I were selling playful pet accessories, I'd go for bright colors and a fun tone. Your value proposition is what convinces people to buy from you instead of someone else. I look at my top competitors and ask, what are they offering that makes them stand out? If they're offering free shipping, I consider doing the same. If they have premium packaging, I figure out how I can match or do better than that. Step 5. Keep yourself on track. Setting clear goals keeps me on track. If my goal is to hit $275,000 in revenue in a year, I break it down. How many sales do I need per month? How many listings do I need to create to reach that number? I also identify my right now problems, like improving my product photos or optimizing my descriptions, and set deadlines for fixing them. This keeps me focused instead of randomly trying different things and hoping for the best. Step 6. Invest in ads. One of the biggest mistakes new sellers make is relying only on organic traffic. Etsy ads change the game because they put your listings in front of people who are already searching for products like yours. I started with a small budget, analyze which listings perform best, and gradually increase my ad spend. The key is tracking your ad cost percentage. If I spend $100 on ads and make $800 in sales, that's a solid return. I reinvest in my best performing products and keep testing new listings. Success on Etsy isn't about throwing up a few listings and waiting for sales. It's about choosing the right niche, validating demand, optimizing your listings, branding yourself effectively, setting clear goals, and using Etsy ads strategically. This is the exact roadmap that took my shop from $0 to $5,000 a week, and it can work for you too. What do you or will you sell in your Etsy shop? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.